The Spice Girls were supposed to be celebrating together, but when Mel B walked down the aisle at St. Paul's Cathedral just yesterday, only one of her former bandmates showed up, and the reason why, it's more shocking than anyone could have imagined. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because we're bringing you the latest celebrity news before anyone else. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Melanie Brown, better known as Scary Spice, just tied the knot with hairstylist Rory McPhee in what should have been the wedding of the year. The ceremony took place in the same iconic church where Princess Diana married Prince Charles back in 1981. We're talking about St. Paul's Cathedral. Not just any venue, but one of the most prestigious churches in all of England. Getting married there requires special permission, and Mel B was granted this honor because she's a member of the Order of the British Empire, an MBE title she received from Prince William himself. The bride looked absolutely stunning in not one, but two designer gowns. She first walked down the aisle in a custom ivory creation by Josephine Scott, complete with intricate beading and a flowing veil. Later, she changed into another showstopper from designer Justin Alexander for the reception. Her new husband Rory looked dapper in a traditional Scottish kilt, honoring his heritage and style. But here's where things get interesting. Out of all 5 original Spice Girls, only Emma Bunton, Baby Spice, was there to witness her friend's big day. That's right, just one. Victoria Beckham, Mel C, and Geri Halliwell were all notably absent from what should have been a joyous reunion. Now, Victoria's absence might not shock everyone. She's been distancing herself from Spice Girls reunions for years, focusing on her fashion empire and family life with David Beckham. She did post a sweet message on Instagram, writing, "Congratulations at official Mel B and at Rory MC Fee on your special day. I couldn't be more excited for you both and wish you a lifetime of happiness." But posting on social media isn't the same as showing up in person, is it? Mel C, also known as Sporty Spice, posted that she was beyond gutted to miss the wedding. She took to social media to voice her support, but again, no actual appearance at the ceremony. No explanation for why she couldn't make it, just absent. But the most glaring absence, Geri Halliwell, formerly known as Ginger Spice. And this is where our story takes a dramatic turn that nobody saw coming. Sources close to the situation reveal that there's been a massive falling out between Mel B and Geri. One so severe that it's not only affecting their personal relationship, but has allegedly destroyed any chance of a Spice Girls reunion tour that fans have been desperately hoping for. The feud reportedly reached a boiling point earlier this year when Mel B posted a birthday message for Geri that read, "Happy 75th birthday." Now, Geri is actually 51, not 75. This might seem like a harmless joke to some, but it struck a nerve because Mel B has repeatedly claimed over the years that Geri has been lying about her real age. During a podcast appearance with Olivia Atwood, Mel B said, "Well, no one knows how old Geri is. No one's seen her passport. I mean, I know we've traveled the world, but I still don't know how old she is." These constant digs about Geri's age have apparently been going on for years. But this latest public jab was the final straw. The tension between these two goes way back, but it exploded into something much bigger at Victoria Beckham's 50th birthday party earlier this year. Witnesses at the exclusive Oswald's Private Members Club in Mayfair reported that the atmosphere between Mel B and Geri was ice cold. According to sources who were there, Mel tried to smooth things over with Geri at the party, laughing it all off, but Geri wasn't interested in hearing what she had to say and literally walked away from her. When it came time for the group photo, you know, that viral video of all 5 Spice Girls singing together that had fans thinking a reunion was definitely happening, Geri reportedly kept as far away from Mel as possible. One insider described it as awkward to watch, saying Geri wanted to be there to celebrate Victoria, not to deal with Mel's comments about her. But here's what makes this even more devastating for Spice Girls fans. The band had been in serious talks about a massive reunion tour for 2026, marking the 30th anniversary of their debut single Wannabe. There were even discussions with Victoria about making a special cameo appearance, even though she hadn't participated in their 2019 tour. Everything seemed to be falling into place. That is, until this feud destroyed it all. An industry insider revealed Geri has had enough to deal with after all the drama with her husband's relationship with his assistant. It has been a tough enough time, and she's just lost patience with Mel and her little digs and jibes. For those who don't know, Geri's husband Christian Horner, the Red Bull racing boss, was embroiled in controversy earlier this year when a female assistant accused him of inappropriate behavior, which he denied. The source continued, "She's walked away, and without Geri, it's really not going going to happen. In the past, she's been a driving force in the group, but she doesn't want to deal with Mel at all at the moment, let alone share a stage with her. What makes this even more heartbreaking is that Mel B has been the most vocal about wanting a reunion. Just this past March, she appeared on Today with Hoda and Jenna, teasing that something very good was in the works for Spice Girls fans. When pressed about a reunion tour, she got flustered and literally walked off set, saying, "Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm not saying anything. Okay, bye." She was even reportedly kicked out of the Spice Girls group chat after suggesting the reunion was happening. Can you imagine being removed from your own band's group chat? The wedding itself, despite the notable absences, was still a star-studded affair. Cara Delevingne showed up looking glamorous, along with comedian Katherine Ryan and model Daisy Lowe. The reception was held at the Shangri-La venue inside London's famous Shard building, offering breathtaking views of the city skyline. Mel B's 3 daughters served as her bridesmaids. 26-year-old Phoenix, whose father is Mel's ex-husband Jimmy Golzar, 18-year-old Angel Iris, whose father is Eddie Murphy, and 13-year-old Madison, whom she shares with ex-husband Stephen Belafonte. It was a beautiful family moment with her daughters by her side as she married the man who helped her believe in love again. And that's another layer to this story. Mel B had sworn off marriage after 2 painful divorces. She was adamant. Never, never, never were her exact words about getting married again. After what she went through, particularly with her second marriage, which she's described as abusive, she had given up on love entirely. But Rory McPhee changed everything. They've known each other for years. He's actually the best friend of her cousin. But it wasn't until 2019 that their relationship turned romantic. Mel B had moved back to Leeds, focusing on healing and raising her children, when Rory patiently waited for her, as she puts it. He was just there patiently waiting, always there to give me a hair treatment, always there to talk. He's a great listener, Mel B revealed. It'd been a long time that anybody was that kind to me. I wasn't looking for intimacy or anything like that because I was still suffering a lot from PTSD, and he was just patient. The proposal itself sounds like something out of a fairy tale. In October 2022, Rory took her to her favorite hotel, Clive Den, which he had decorated with rose petals and flowers. Mel B was so oblivious, she thought the hotel had just gone above and beyond with their service. It wasn't until Rory got down on one knee that she realized what was happening. But let's get back to the drama that's shaking the Spice Girls world. The fact that only Emma Bunton showed up speaks volumes. Emma has always been known as the peacekeeper of the group, the one who tries to stay neutral in conflicts. Her attendance suggests she's either taking Mel B's side in this feud or trying desperately to keep some unity in the group. Meanwhile, Geri doesn't even follow Mel B on Instagram anymore, though she follows all the other Spice Girls. It's the modern day equivalent of unfriending someone, and in the celebrity world, that's a very public statement. What's particularly sad about this whole situation is that 2026 would have been perfect for a reunion. 30 years since Wannabe changed the world, introduced us to girl power, and made the Spice Girls a global phenomenon. Mel C had been pushing hard for it, telling the Jimmy and Nath show, "It's 30 years next year since the release of Wannabe. We have to do something special." Even Geri, before this latest drama, had hinted that something was in the works, telling the Sunday Times there will be something, and expressing hope that they would come back together as a collective. But now, it's all been thrown away because of a feud that spiraled out of control. Insiders say nobody has been able to smooth things over between Mel B and Geri, and without Geri's participation, a full reunion is essentially impossible. The timing couldn't be worse. The Spice Girls 2019 tour was a massive success, grossing millions despite Victoria's absence. Fans have been desperately hoping for another chance to see their childhood idols perform together. There were even rumors about potential venues: Wembley Stadium, Glastonbury's Legends slot, maybe even a world tour. David Beckham himself had been working behind the scenes to make it happen. After that viral moment at Victoria's birthday party, he told Variety, "There's nothing more that I'd like to see than the girls on stage again, so I'll still work at it, don't worry." But even Beckham's influence might not be enough to heal this rift. For Mel B, her wedding day should have been purely joyful after everything she's been through. The difficult divorces, the PTSD, the journey to find love again. She deserved to have all her sisters there with her. The Spice Girls weren't just a band, they were a sisterhood that defined an era. The fact that this feud has gotten so bad that 3 out of 4 of her former bandmates didn't attend her wedding is genuinely shocking. These are women who traveled the world together, achieved incredible success together, and promised fans they'd always have that special bond. Like and comment below if you think the Spice Girls should put their differences aside for the fans. Do you think this feud can be fixed, or is this the end of the Spice Girls as we know them? As Mel B starts her new life as Mrs. McPhee, questions remain about whether she'll ever share a stage with Geri again. The wedding that should have been a reunion became a stark reminder of how far apart these former friends have drifted. One thing's for certain, without all 5 Spice Girls, or at least without Geri, who's been described as a driving force in reunion efforts, fans may have to accept that their dreams of seeing the full group perform together again might never come true. It's a heartbreaking end to what was once the biggest girl group in the world. From friendship never ends to not even showing up for each other's weddings, how did it come to this? The wedding itself was beautiful, the bride was radiant, and Mel B found her happily ever after with a man who truly loves her. But the empty seats where her Spice Girls sisters should have been sitting tell a different story. One of a friendship and a legendary group that may have finally reached its breaking point. What do you think about this whole situation? Should Mel B apologize for her comments about Geri's age? Should Geri put aside her hurt feelings for the sake of the fans? Or is this feud too deep to heal? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more breaking celebrity news. This story is far from over, and you'll want to be here when the next chapter unfolds.